Yo, what's good, everybody? It's Miss Composition, the MC that writes fiction, back at it with another video. Yo, if you're in Toronto or you've been to the show, let me know. But I've been seeing clips, I've been seeing all types of stuff as far as Kendrick Lamar's GNX tour in Toronto. It is diabolical. You had the crowd asking for Not Like Us one more time. One more time. It is so wild. I think it's like 50,000 plus people, both sold out shows. I'm curious to see, being that it's Friday the 13th, what's going to actually go down. I've been hearing rumors of Kendrick possibly dropping a deluxe album as far as GNX. There's the possibility of him dropping the full Bodies track. There's a possibility of him unveiling the GNX, like all of this crazy theories and everything like that, which is dope. I'm all about it. I'm all about it. But we got fantastic hip hop. How Kendrick just ruined Drake's life forever at GNX Toronto show. It's so like the energy was crazy, and the fact that you had like the OVOs like trying to do a pizza party. It seems so childish. It makes me think about, because I think I was looking at a video for Read My Soul, and he was talking about like the Young Money and how despite their ages, it just seems like they're not maturing in their music. Hell, even Two Chainz is maturing in his music. You know what I mean? Like, and it's just one of those things where when you look at Nicki Minaj, when you look at Lil Wayne and the stuff that people have been saying about the Carter Six, when you hear about what people have been saying about Drake's more recent stuff, um, and apparently his new album is supposed to have a quote unquote bomb, it's gonna be a dud. I'm gonna tell you that right now. But it goes to show what people are wanting. I seen a group of people at after party at New Ho King, and they was sitting up there word for word, Not Like Us, break it. Like, it is crazy. So let's see what Fantastic Hip Hop's got
Now,
on
when
this.
it comes to Drake and Kendrick Lamar, well, if you are
This is
ready to
so
see how just
funny,
with the
man.
first night of Kendrick Lamar's Grand National Tour in Toronto, things got so crazy that the night ended with fans chanting for an encore of Not Like
Yeah.
Us, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. It helps me
It's
out a ton.
so
And
wild.
really, as what went down at this show from Kendrick Lamar is showing more than ever that Drake is done, and Kendrick's run has been so great that he has now even won over Drake's entire city. Make sure to leave that like so
Dang.
everyone can see how this new era in hip hop has never been more prevalent.
And the fact that Drake had the lies bigger than whatever the city that you from, and for Kendrick Lamar to do this with SZA, oh man, it is so crazy. How can you be running whatever and have this level of disrespect, man? That disrespect, well deserved, but it's just like I've never seen something like this. I've never seen the type of run for a beef, and it's so wild to do that in your ops home city, have them calling you a certified PDF, word for word, screaming Kendrick's name. Oh man, it is. I don't even know. Apparently, Drake would have went there, but apparently what was said was that there's like cars parked out or whatever, and basically like he can't leave type of thing, like something as far as with that. And because they were saying how Drake was at the Miss Morale and the Big Steppers tour that happened in Toronto. But I don't even think you could, if he were to show up, I don't think you have to be fuming at the freaking in the ears of just to hear a whole stadium that you've never even performed at, and the person who is winning awards and everything off of a diss track to, oh man.
And now, with that said, when it comes to what just went down from Kendrick
Oh
Lamar coming
man.
to the Rogers Center and bringing the Grand National Tour to Drake's turf, well, again, just with another stop on this record breaking run, the one thing that the entire Drake community has shown is that they are in absolute shambles over Kendrick coming to the Six, and they have never been more pathetic because of it, as really, with all of OVO and the people around them, we have just never seen a further display of embarrassment from everyone, whether
Yeah.
it's Drake, Top 5, Academics, Smiley, the
Yeah.
Pizza Party people, Maul, or anyone else. Because with all of these crash outs, no matter who we want to look at, whether it's Academics just embarrassing Drake, whether he realized it or not, by saying that Drake has not left the house for 2 days with Kendrick Lamar being on his turf, Top 5, who showed
Right.
how much of a loser he really is by just trying to look for Kendrick Lamar all around Toronto, or the
It's like, who
OVO
are you?
Pizza Party people, which saw a group of fans trying to play Drake's music outside the Rogers Center, and it went so bad that it ended up getting canceled ultimately, which makes it even funny. Well, really, with all of this, no
Oh,
matter who we
man.
want to look at, the entire crew of people around Drake and who all despise Kendrick Lamar, with their moves to try and go against Kendrick and this show from happening, just made the victory of this entire moment even sweeter, because just from seeing the reactions from everyone involved in this and how there has been chaos all around these crash outs because of Kendrick just having the ability to play Not Like Us now for everybody on Drake's own home turf to hear.
That
While all
is
of these
wild.
losers probably didn't think about this, as they have tried to downplay Kendrick Lamar for so long and call him overrated
Yep.
and act like what he is doing is not special and that it's just the usual for Drake overall, while their words have tried to convince us of that, their choices have shown us the complete opposite, because really,
Exactly.
what other rapper in the entire history of the genre has a fan base and artist been so shook from that they are hiding out like Drake even on his own turf? Or in the case of the fans, are handing out pizza to try and cope with the fact that they are stuck on the side of hip-hop that has to listen to SSS for you and not GNX. And now with all of this, before we even get to the show, while all these people who rep OVO just embarrass themselves, at least one thing in the Six prepared for this night properly with New Ho King, who celebrated Kendrick
Yeah.
Lamar claiming the throne and welcomed his victory, and really considering the significance that this place held in the beef. As of course, if we go back, it was mentioned in Euphoria, and then Drake tried to have a gotcha moment with it in the Family Matters video. Well, seeing it celebrate Kendrick the way it did truly feels like the most fitting way
Yeah, that's
symbolically
what
to
I was
end up
talking
representing
about.
what happened with this entire performance, because really, if there was one thing that was achieved as Kendrick Lamar played in the Six, well, it was not the pizza parties and everything else that the losers and crash outs around Drake did, but to nobody's surprise who has just been watching this all-time great run, of course Kendrick Lamar was the winner here, as he achieved everything he needed to and so much more, both in the tangible sense and with what this means for hip-hop as a whole and this beef with Drake once and
Seriously.
for all. As really, even with just one of these shows out of the way, Kendrick Lamar has managed to prove even more than ever that he is one of one, and that in this era of hip
And that's what's so crazy. Like, you have to really sit there and think about this. Where people was just on like, all right, the beef is over. Da 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 da. No, it is like the fact. Like, again, I don't need any more tracks, because that's we don't need any more tracks as far as going back and forth. This is just like, I think this was really the last part that was needed. Like, this last show in Toronto in Drake's home spot, and having it sold out both days is crazy. Especially with all the lyrics, all the stuff, all the threats, like, oh, you won't do that here, da 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 da. To sit up there and do a back-to-back sold out show. And then to do tracks like Euphoria and Not Like Us, oh my goodness. And have the crowd know word for word. Oh my gosh. Like, what? This is crazy, man. Like, it's a run that has never been. Before we get into that, this video is sponsored by me. Hey, if you want to dive into new music, I have a catalog. Yeah. these are not singles, these are albums. But more recently this year, I did release an album called Tame Chaos. So you can listen, stream, download, purchase all of that in the link in the description. And just, check it out because I want to see if people are actually seeing this and going to the site. So anyway, seeing this was it with the Drake and Meek bill. This was it with the 50th Ja Rule. This wasn't with the Nas and freaking Jay-Z. Like this type to sit up there and to have it bubbling up for over a decade to just be like, you know what? I'm gonna pull the plug, drop like that, you know, for the fight, like to actually have J. Cole and Drake just going into this, and then to have it just be Kendrick and Drake going back to back. The to be alive when these tracks was dropping, I still got the reactions, the craziness of Kendrick dropping the Euphoria 616 in LA for Drake to drop the Family Matters, and then right after Kendrick drops Meet the Grass, and then you thought that was over, and then the Not Like Us. Oh my goodness. And then people were just all like, oh, we gotta have the music video, drop the music video, debunk the whole bunch of stuff that Drake was saying. Then to sit up there and have the pop out show. Then to sit up there and have it drop as far as the GNX, as far as an album that's going freaking crazy, to the Super Bowl, to the Grammys, or vice versa, whatever. Like, all of these, and then to sit up there and do a tour around the fucking country and then come to your fucking spot and have the type of react. This is wow. This is like peak. This is like peak. I could do a whole story, a whole fucking novel of just the concept surrounded by this because it's so epic and it's just based on a real life. Like, it's so wild.
That we are currently in. Absolutely nobody is matching him, and really, even on turf that is so far from his own and that his rival has hyped up as the very place that would always have his back. And again, just to remember how desperate Drake has been to prove this ever since the beef, he has spent his entire recent run trying to convince himself and everyone that they will support him over and over again, with weird songs like Wagwan Delilah all the way after losing the beef so bad, or even as a whole with weird albums like SSS for You, which once again tried to make up for everything that Drake did that he got called out on Not Like Us for. And now, despite Drake trying to claim that he is the king of hip-hop and this city specifically still, well, again, and what the lesson really should be here is that maybe Drake should have focused on his own craft and how he can become a better rapper and artist, and at that, one who is playing into the place he is from in an actual way that feels meaningful and deserved, rather than trying to get other artists affiliated with Kendrick like Schoolboy Q's shows canceled here and just playing around with all the same old antics that he has been in this entire era. Because really, while Drake has been running away from his fans and even his home city and has been trying to do things that will get him as far away from Kendrick Lamar as possible, well, for Kendrick Lamar, he has done the exact opposite, and now he has really completed the run he has been on in a way, because in terms of all these performances, if we go back to his first show in the beef in the pop-out, from his own turf to everywhere else, Kendrick has proved that he is the king of every single major marquee spot in hip-hop, because truly, from starting things out with bringing together the people around him first, and then going to show every city that he is the biggest rapper wherever you put him, well, truly, Kendrick Lamar has been on a mission that has all been leading to this very show and moment, and now within the most pivotal place that Kendrick could have tested them. Well, Kendrick truly showed that maybe in this spot more than anyone else, Kendrick is so beloved here, and way more than Drake is, because truly, with the energy that was in the Rogers Center for these shows, I got bad news for Drake, but there is no other way to put it. It was like nothing else we have ever seen, because genuinely, between Kendrick Lamar becoming the first ever rapper to fill up this venue and has now played the biggest show a rapper ever has in the city that Drake tried to hype up would always be on his side, to how fans reacted to everything Kendrick did, which ultimately, no matter what you want to say and how they try to spin things, ended up giving us a performance where Kendrick had even more energy than usual, which if you have seen this show or have seen anything from it is saying so much. And to
It really was, and I'll leave this full video in the description. But yeah, I just seeing the clips, seeing the energy, even this one that he's showing in the background, this one where he's just like standing there, the crowd was sitting up there telling him one more time, one more time, one more time, and he's just standing there. It's just all like, oh my goodness. And then to have the boogeyman on Friday the 13th, oh. I cannot wait to hear about the stuff that's gonna go down tonight. Oh man, let me know what y'all think. Let me know if you went to any of the shows here in the United States. I heard from, different YouTubers that it was the dopest thing, like the dopest thing. I'm so mad that I didn't get a chance to do any of the Texas ones. I'm just like, that would have been so dope. But anyways, y'all, let me know what y'all think in the comments. It's Mr. Composition, the MC that writes fiction. Back at it with another reaction. Make sure to like, subscribe, notification bells on so you don't miss when I drop a new video on the road to 10K. Make sure to check out the description for my music, books, comics, and more. All right, y'all. Peace.